Okay, so this is how the one room will be set up. We're going to have the Optimap in this room. This is the one on the left. Got your tonometer on the left. You have your autorefractor here on the right. You have the slit lamp and Reliance power stand. The Vision X phoropters right here is really very straightforward and basic. All you do, there's no buttons on it or anything you have to do. You just put it in front of the patient. It's easy. As far as doing the refraction, and there's also a lensometer in here as well. So when you turn the tablet on, you swipe it, and it should automatically go to the app. If for some reason it does not, there is this button here that you touch. You hit, yeah, I'll close the app. So you go in here, you touch that, the E55X. It opens up the app. From here you can control the chart, which is up on the wall. You can, all kinds of ways you can change the chart, change the letters. It's really easy to get used to. And then basically it's a virtual phoropter. You swipe, just like you would use any other phoropter. Swipe up, swipe down, change the cylinder for the JCC. You hit that, it brings it down. This takes a little getting used to. It took me about a day to really get the hang of it, but it's pretty easy. Yeah, so you touch here along the ridge to move it, to change from power to axis, and then you touch it right in the center to actually flip the Jackson cross cylinder. So this is probably the trickiest part. So again, touch it right in the middle to flip it, and then right now it's on the axis. If you want power, you tap it to the top, then it slides it so it's in the power, and you touch the center to change it. And you'll hear the phoropter move as you do this. So when you're done with that, you just touch the black knob and it comes back off. Now if you want to do prism for any reason, you hit down here in this bottom left, and you touch the center, and now it's on prism. I usually just leave it, very rarely use the prism, but right now I have it on Jackson cross cylinder. You've got your typical, everything that you need up here. Please bring a retinascope, because my bulb blew recently. I'm sorry, I actually don't have a working retinascope. I've been waiting for a bulb to come in. I have a direct ophthalmoscope that's working, but not a retinascope that's working right now. So that's pretty much it. For add. So when you want to read somebody look at the reading card, you touch this, it brings the PD in, and then you have access to add by sliding up and down. Okay, you change the add power. All right, and then when you hit this button, it brings the PD in and the lights come on. It's kind of neat. So it has these lights on the phoropter. So you have to make sure that when you're done with the patient, and then you just pull the reading card down. So when you're done with that part of the exam, all you do is you touch those there and it brings it back out and the lights turn off. All right, so it sets it to near and for distance. The PD is just like, you turn the knob to change the PD if needed. And it's pretty easy. All right, so that is the refraction. The auto refractor is pretty cool. It does tie in. Now, this is something that you have to be very careful of. You have to make sure that you don't lose power to any of these. So I will ask them not to make sure that they come in. I'm going to pull this away from the thing, because what happens is if you lose power, then you won't be able to use this room for probably the whole day, because it has to reboot, and the Bluetooth and the Wi-Fi box are temperamental. So it works 99.9% of the time, but if for some reason you were to bump the power and cause anything to turn off, then it would stop working for the day at least until it reboots. I've tried unplugging it, it doesn't really do a difference. So with the auto refractor, you get them lined up. I have it set for refraction. You push in, you pull out this patient's eye, and it'll take the reading for you. And then after you're done doing both eyes, you'll hit print twice, and it'll automatically will send it to the tablet, and I'll show you how that works. So as it goes to the tablet, you don't have to use this, but this is a handy function. So you got the little box up here in the top right. You click on that, and it brings up ID. So when you look at the autorefractor, it'll have an ID number down. So you put that ID number in, hit OK, and it'll load the prescription from the autorefractor. You hit that button. All right, hit that button, and it loads the prescription into the Phoropter. And now when you close this with the X, now that prescription's already in there. Okay. Now, after you're done doing refraction, I forgot one thing. There's a little person down here. You touch on him, and then you hit reset, and it'll reset everything. You can hit end exam, but I usually just hit reset most of the time. But if you want to hit if for any reason it seems like the Phoropter stops working for any reason or not, you hit end exam, and it'll clear everything out, and then you start over. You get your different visual acuity tests. As far as letters, pictures, things of that nature, you can play around with that. It's really easy. Where the number is right there. It says number 1239. So after you're done doing it, you would hit the print button twice, because I don't have any paper in there, because there's no reason to have paper. It will automatically send it to the Phoropter. And all you got to do is use the tablet, because it shows you to bring it up. All right. So that's this room. The other room, which is much more standard, very easy to use. All right, so you have your autorefractor. There's a visual field analyzer, but you won't need that. Your slit lamp, your regular Phoropter. All right, everything you need in here. Drops will be out in the other room because there's no cabinets, but here I keep the drops up in this cabinet. All right, I'll have the pads out for you and the files and everything for you out. Contact lens, there's a table in each room. This is the only room that has a sink, so for the contact lens exams, usually recommend you have them use this room. You use this room because there's a sink for them to wash their hands. And I'll have cases out for you. I'll make sure they have cases out for you. You have the lab right here. Joe's desk. Joe will be at the front desk here. Cicely is at the very front. Hello, Mary. Say hi.
Hi.
This is Mary. Cicely is all the way at the front. So usually people will either come through the street entrance, or they'll come in through the back, and they'll meet Joe, or they'll meet Cicely. And then Nancy's not here today, and Sinead's not here today. So these are their desks. So that's the general flow of how everything will go. All right, if you have any questions, let me know.